ChatGPT said, "Good day and welcome. I'm Stefan with Trending Update USA. Bringing you the latest updates from the world of tennis, where the new WTA rankings have just been released and the movement is shaking up the women's game in exciting ways. British star Emma Raducanu and Filipino rising sensation Alexa have both climbed up the ladder, while Czech powerhouse Linda Noskova has made one of the biggest jumps of the week with a remarkable rise of 10 spots. At the very top, Aina Sabalenka continues to show why she remains one of the most dominant players in the modern era. These changes are shaping the landscape of women's tennis as we head deeper into the Asian swing in the final stretch of the WTA season. Emma Raducanu's ranking rise has been a major talking point in the tennis community this week. After a period marked by injuries and inconsistency, the British star seems to be rediscovering her rhythm. Her recent performances across the Asian circuit, particularly her quarter-final run in Beijing and strong showing in Yunga, have boosted her confidence and helped her make a solid leap in the standings. Once sitting outside the top 250 due to inactivity, Raducanu's steady climb back into the top 100 has become one of the season's most inspiring comeback stories. Her on-court movement looks freer, her forehand more decisive, and her mental focus sharper than it's been since her unforgettable U.S. Open victory in 2021. Analysts have been quick to point out how Raducanu's improvement is not just about fitness. It's also about her mindset. She has spoken openly about taking a more patient approach to her comeback, emphasizing long-term growth over short-term results. That patience is paying off. Her improved service percentage, better return games, and tactical discipline are now translating into wins. The British media has embraced this resurgence with optimism, noting that Raducanu's blend of resilience and talent could see her re-emerge as a consistent threat at major tournaments in 2025. For British tennis fans, her upward trajectory is a welcome sight after months of uncertainty about her future in the sport. Meanwhile, the Philippines has plenty to celebrate as Eala continues to climb the WTA rankings. The 19-year-old prodigy has been on a steady ascent throughout the year, breaking new ground for Filipino tennis. Her semi-final run at the Jingshan Open and her subsequent participation at the Suzhou WTA 125 demonstrated her growing maturity and consistency. Eala's latest results have propelled her to a new career-high ranking, inching her closer to the top 50. For a player still in the early stages of her professional journey, this is a significant milestone. Her rise is also historic as she remains the highest-ranked Filipino singles player ever on the women's tour. Eala's recent performances have caught the attention of international media who are recognizing her as one of Asia's brightest young stars. Her baseline precision, powerful two-handed backhand, and evolving serve have all improved this season. What's most impressive, however, is her composure under pressure. Even in tight matches against higher-ranked opponents, she has shown an ability to stay mentally grounded and fight her way back into contests. Her team, led by Spanish coach Joan Bosch, has emphasized steady development rather than rapid leaps, and that strategy seems to be paying dividends. With her planned participation in the upcoming Wuhan and Zhuhai events, Eala is poised to gain even more valuable experience against elite competition. One of the most eye-catching movers in this week's rankings update is Linda Noskova, who surged 10 places after an impressive run of form. The Czech teenager has been one of the breakout players of the season, showcasing a brand of fearless, aggressive tennis that has made her a dangerous opponent for even the most experienced players. Her ability to take time away from her opponents with early ball striking has been a key weapon, and her recent victories over top 20 opponents have solidified her reputation as one of the WTA's rising forces. At just 19 years old, Noskova's rise is reminiscent of other Czech greats who emerged as teenagers, following in the footsteps of Petra Kvitova and Karolina. Noskova's ranking jump is not just a number, it's a reflection of her momentum. Her quarterfinal and semi-final appearances during the European indoor season showed her adaptability across surfaces. She has learned to balance power with patience, a combination that is helping her close out matches more effectively. The Czech Republic continues to be a breeding ground for tennis excellence, and Noskova's rise ensures that the nation remains well represented among the sports elite with her current trajectory. Breaking into the top 20 by early next year seems entirely within reach. At the top of the rankings, Aryna Sabalenka remains the dominant force of women's tennis. The Belarusian star has maintained her grip on the world number one position with consistent performances across all surfaces. Her combination of raw power, athleticism, and mental intensity has kept her ahead of the chasing pack. Sabalenka's season has been highlighted by deep runs and Grand Slams, a second Australian Open title, and her relentless consistency in the WTA 1000 events. Even as the competition intensifies, she continues to find ways to stay at the summit, a testament to her evolution from an emotional, sometimes erratic player into a composed and mature champion. Sabalenka's dominance this year has not only been about her results, but also her ability to adapt strategically. Her serve, once a liability due to double faults, has become a weapon again. She has also refined her return game, adding more variation to disrupt her opponent's rhythm. Her dominance extends beyond her athletic ability. It's psychological. Many players now step onto the court knowing they need their absolute best to even stand a chance against her. Sabalenka's physicality and intensity often break down opponents over long matches, and her mental toughness has turned tight encounters into routine victories. Behind Sabalenka, Iga Swiatek remains in close pursuit. Though Swiatek didn't gain or lose ground this week, her presence looms large over the top of the rankings. The rivalry between Swiatek and Sabalenka continues to define the modern WTA landscape, each pushing the other to raise their level. Swiatek's consistency on clay and her steady adaptation to faster surfaces make her a perpetual threat to reclaim the number one spot. For now, however, Sabalenka holds the upper hand, and her lead remains secure thanks to her consistent deep runs and ability to defend points effectively. The midsection of the top 10 also saw some interesting changes. Jessica Pegula's solid quarterfinal appearances have helped her retain her top 5 position, while Coco Gauff continues to strengthen her standing after a strong showing in the North American hardcourt swing. Elena Rybakina and Jabber have traded places, with Rybakina edging slightly higher after solid performances in Tokyo and Beijing. Each of these players brings a unique style to the mix. Rybakina's precision, Shaba's creativity, Gauff's speed, and Pegula's consistency, all contributing to one of the most competitive top 10s in recent WTA history. What makes this latest rankings update so exciting is the clear signal it sends about the depth of women's tennis today. The days when only a handful of players dominated are gone. Now, emerging talents like Eala, Naskova, and others are consistently challenging established stars, ensuring that every tournament feels unpredictable, and every ranking update brings fresh narratives. It's a thrilling time to be a tennis fan, and the ongoing Asian swing promises even more movement in the coming weeks. For Emma Raducanu, the road ahead looks promising, but still challenging. She has re-established her presence on the tour, but consistency over multiple tournaments will be key if she wants to climb back into the top 50. The good news is that her fitness appears to be holding up, and her confidence is clearly improving with each match. If she continues this form, she could very well enter the 2025 season as a dangerous unseeded floater, capable of pulling off upsets against higher-ranked players. For Alex Eala, the rise is about more than just personal achievement. It's about representation and inspiration. Her success continues to shine a light on Southeast Asian tennis, motivating young players across the region. Tennis Mize in the Philippines are already reporting increased interest driven by her visibility and success. If she continues on her current trajectory, could soon be competing regularly in WTA 500s and even WTA 1000s, marking a new era for Philippine tennis. Linda Naskova, meanwhile, will be one to watch in the upcoming indoor and hardcore tournaments. Her confidence is soaring, and her ability to generate effortless power makes her a formidable opponent. Coaches and commentators alike have noted that she has the temperament to handle big moments, a rare quality for players her age. Her next challenge will be to sustain this momentum over a full season and handle the added expectations that come with rapid success. Arena Sabalenka's continued dominance also sets the tone for the rest of the field. Every player chasing her knows that consistency is the key. Sabalenka's combination of fitness, mindset, and relentless aggression has created a benchmark for success. If she maintains her current level, she could very well finish the year as world number 1 for a second consecutive season, joining the ranks of legends who have defined eras in women's tennis. The shifting WTA rankings paint a vivid picture of a sport in evolution, a blend of established champions and hungry young contenders. From Raducanu's comeback to Eala's rise, Naskova's breakthrough, and Sabalenka's reign, each story adds to the rich tapestry of the 2025 season. Fans can expect the competition to heat up further as the tour heads into the next phase, with major events in Wuhan, Zhuhai, and the WTA finals looming on the horizon. In summary, this week's WTA Rankings showcase the perfect balance of experience and youth driving the sport forward. Emma Raducanu's resurgence. Eala's inspiring climb, Linda Noskowa's breakout surge, in arena. Sabalenka's sustained dominance together define the current pulse of women's tennis. The road ahead promises more rivalries, more breakthroughs, and more unforgettable matches as the stars of today and tomorrow continue to shape the game. I'm Stefan and this is Trending Update USA, where we'll continue to bring you every ranking shakeup, tournament highlight, and record-breaking story from across the tennis world. Stay tuned, stay inspired, and as always, keep following the action as the WTA season unfolds.